jump into questions.
La Tech week, big conference game on the road. I think both La Tech and ourselves, we have momentum right now, so this is a big conference matchup. If we want to be a good football team that wants to make a conference run, we got to go on the road and go win a close, tough game. And I know La Tech will be fired up. They're a very well-coached football team, and they have good players, and so we got to come with our best game. But looking forward to that opportunity on a Thursday night and get a chance to try to get another conference win. With that said, questions.
Right, coming off your best defensive performance of the season, how do you kind of sustain that going forward? What do you think you guys do better?
Well, I thought we ran and tackled better. We corralled the ball better. Obviously, we got turnovers, which, is huge for us. That's our number one thing, is get turnovers and make them kick field goals. And we were able to do that for most of the night. So we got to just continue with that same game plan and try to get after the quarterback as much as we can, see if we can get some turnovers. They got some really good skill players. I know they'll try to get the ball in their hands. We got to do a good job of covering them. And hopefully, our defense can have another really good performance like they did last week.
5 games in, how's the health of the team? How are you feeling overall about the roster health?
We're banged up like everybody else, but we have what we need. And, this is a time of year where nobody feels good. Nobody's healthy, and that's just football. We've had a lot of guys that have stepped up, that were kind of first-timers and did a great job. And, I think Bryson Washington played linebacker for us last week, had multiple tackles, TFLs, got the turnovers. So we're going to need more of that. But, we're as healthy as we should be this time of year.
What brought about that first start for them?
Just we've had some injuries. We've had change of rotation. Trying to play guys. We've got a lot of guys that deserve to play, and so they just compete every week, and we evaluate everybody. And he's earned the right to be out there, and so he's made the most of his opportunity.
Does he get another start?
We'll see. We got to go through practice this week, but like I said, we evaluate everybody every week and try to see what the best fit is for each game.
Obviously, with years past and stuff like that, it seems like kind of with the tempo with offense and defense has kind of been pretty similar, player-wise. But this year, there's a lot of depth that you can use. So, just how does that affect the team being able to pretty much take anybody off the sidelines and throw them at any point and then being able to execute?
Well, you definitely want to have that, The only thing that's scary is there's not a lot of experience when you do that. You have your main starters that everybody knows, and then there's some guys behind them that are getting opportunities now. They just haven't had a lot of experience, so that's makes you a little nervous. But it's good to see those guys they're doing well when they get their opportunity. Again, like anybody, there's some areas that I wish we were more healthy. But we all have that same problem right now. But we have what we need to go win a football game.
Aside from the Houston Christian game, this was kind of the first time you guys were able to jump out to a lead and play with that lead. Does that give you some confidence running a conference play?
Yeah, I love every game to be that way, but most likely that's not the way it's going to be. When you get in conference play, it's a dogfight. Usually when you go on the road, you're battling from start to finish. I think this game will be a fourth quarter game. I think it will come down to the end. So we just got to position ourselves to get to that last 5 minutes and then go win the game.
Coming off 2 pretty good defensive performances back-to-back, you guys are still getting outgained about 100 yards a game, giving up almost 500 yards total offense. How much of a concern is that? How do you
Well, stats are nice to have, but they don't win games. Win the turnover battle. We're one of the top teams in the country as far as getting turnovers, so that's giving us an opportunity to go win games. So I'll trade that any day of the week and twice on Sunday. If you say you're going to get 3+ turnovers and make them kick field goals, I don't care what their rushing yardage is. I don't care what their overall yardage is. Now, would you like to have that? You would. It's nice to say, oh, we're ranked at this in defense in the country, but if I want one stat, I want to win the turnovers. I want to be one of the top teams in the country in getting turnovers, and we've been able to do that so far, and that's the reason why we've had some of the success we've had. Now, we're about to hit the midpoint of the football season. Teams make adjustments. We got to be able to adjust with them and continue to get those turnovers.
Just looking at rushing too, best rushing performance for you guys of the season. Coming off one where I think you had 13 yards on 13 attempts against Troy. How did you improve that much from week to week in that category?
I think, we did a better job up front in the offensive line. Technique-wise, I think we did a better job as coaches putting our players in position to make good quality runs. We weren't running into loaded boxes. We were running into light boxes. I thought the quarterback did a good job of getting us into runs, for a guy that's an elite passer, sometimes that's hard to do, but Austin's not selfish, and I think he 3 or 4 times checked us into some good runs. So, we just got to continue to do that if we want to be good in the run game. All right. Thanks, guys. Appreciate it.